Okay, awesome. Welcome everybody to Monday Night Training. It's been an incredible weekend. We saw regionals in Brisbane. Penny's on the line now. Well done, Penny. Representing the crew, doing her little piece on Keep On Flipping. It is fantastic to see face-to-face regionals up and going. It's a really exciting time moving forward. We've got heaps of new energy in the marketplace with a new general manager, and he's ready to just link arms with all of us and completely just show this country who we are as a company and what our products do. So that is super, super exciting. I'm going to dive straight into the training because I'm going to spend some time at the end of it with Jojo. But for now, let me get to these slides. So I wanted to start with this. Life is always changing every minute of every single day. And it is such an important part of our lives to be able to be really flexible and fluid. Maybe I can't be as flexible as that, but we want to be flexible in our mindset because we're consistently learning new information and we're always, somebody's muted. Yep. We're always learning new information and adding it to what we already know. This business is such a fabulous business because we learn on the job. We learn as each exposure that we have. We learn as each time that we actually use the products ourselves and see the results that we personally get. One of the things that I really have been thinking a lot about today is having that acceptance of ourselves, knowing who we are and knowing that we're in the right place with the right company at the right time. This group of people and this synergy of this group of people has been phenomenal over the last 2.5 years. And I'm just so proud to be a part of this group. And I can just so truly share with all of you baby brand partners that you're with such an incredible group of people that really care about you and that really care that whatever your goal is when you come in, that we want to help you win at it. So it comes to a bit of a dance that we dance together. We want to help you, we want to share with you, but at the same time, we know that this is so new for you. We know once you've stepped in and said yes and you've committed yourself to join our community and be a part of us, life is going to be changing every day and every minute. So it's about giving yourself permission to just go with it. Just enjoy the process and be a part of this community that's going to hold you and support you to be the most magnificent person that you can ever imagine. And I can share with you, there's going to be times when you're going to be going, what the heck did I get myself into?
Mark, do you remember Alf? Olivieri from soccer, the big guy that was balding?
Just got to mute someone out. There you go. So yeah, it's really just an exciting time. So give yourself permission to just let go of everything that you've known in the past, and just go with the flow coming forward with us. Because the more people that can just link arms with us and just talk about our products, talk about our opportunity and grow with us, I am so certain of what's in front of you because it's just the coolest journey ever. So I'm going to go straight into what I want to talk about tonight is the promotion that we have, one of the promotions that we have, which is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Now, this is a really super cool promotion. And I tell you one of the reasons why is because there's different parts of the year that are our real building blocks into our industry, into what we do in our business. And this time of the year, August, September, October, are a part of those building blocks. So it's the time when you really want to be going out and doing these exposures. What I love how Niora has put this particular promotion out, because that is going to amplify our activity, which is the most important part of this business, is the high level of activity that we can consistently do. And they're going to reward us with it. They've put up $10,000 in a kitty for us to go out and do a few simple things. And I'm going to just run through those simple things. And then I'm going to, at the end, really unpack probably one of my most favorites, which is a real results party. But I'm going to start off with sending out 5 samples. So when you have completed all of these tasks, you will go to neora.com/54321 and you will fill out this particular form. When you submit that form, you will get an entry into that $10,000 worth of cash. So you got to be in it to win it. But the coolest part is that you're building your business in the meantime. So the first one is going out and sampling 5 people with our products. This is what it'll look like on the form. So I just want you to have a bit of a visual of it. And this is some of the ways that you can go and do that. I put up a post on Facebook and I just wrote, who else wants to iron out their lines? Giving away 7 nights of my favorite cream to as many people that PM me over the next 48 hours. Putting a time frame on it that's a short time frame, no longer than 48 hours, is really important because you want people to jump at it. You want people to be quick to make a decision. After a week, people forget and they don't even remember that there's a post that you wrote that post. So this worked incredibly for me. Within less than 12 hours, I had 12 people messaging me, putting their hands up. So this is a great idea. And what I love about this as well is I showed a before and after photo. I've seen people put up photos of the sample packs. Don't put up the sample pack. Who wants to see that? People wants to see the photo of what it actually does. So think about, what is the post that you're putting up to engage people to get samples. This is another way to get samples. This is one of our team, Tim. He's in the US. He does birthday samples. So every day he looks on his birthday list and he sends this simple message. Hey, Megan, happy birthday. Let me know if you want any birthday samples. And everybody loves samples or loves to get something for free. So sure enough, he has the most incredible strike rate at every day sending out happy birthdays to people. So that's another way to do samples. Another way to do samples is just have a full bottle of night cream, have 5 people's names that are going to be on that bottle and pass it around to 5 different people. I'm going to come back in 5 days. I'm going to pick it up. I want to hear I would love to hear what you think about it. There's so many ways to sample, but sampling is such an important part of our business because people love to feel the products. The next part is host 4 business opportunity presentations with product demos. What that really is saying is that you want to go out and do one-on-ones. You want to go out and share the business opportunity. That business opportunity is something that really, we talked about this about a month ago, is that people want to practice how to present our business. The best way to go and do that is go into your back office and download the business opportunity. I usually slide in some before and after photos amongst the products of my customers, of my brand partners that have had great results, and I share that presentation with people one-on-one. Fantastic. You could do a Facebook Live. You could hold a Zoom call. You can be creative as you can on how you're going to present the business opportunity with product. And then this is what it's going to look like on the form that you fill out. So who attended your first business and product demo? Provide their name of everyone that was in attendance. You might have a whole lot of people there. You might have one person there. It doesn't matter how many people. It's just making sure you're doing the activity. Next is 3-way calls. So three-way calls is a really interesting, an interesting topic. Three-way calls is so awesome, especially if you're a new brand partner. Well, and you can be a new brand partner forever, I can tell you, because this is the moment where you get to say, hey, I actually don't know the answer to that question. Do you mind if I just grab one of my friends? She's been in the business for some time now, and she can actually help you answer that. So three-way calls is a way where you get to get yourself out of the way and bring in an expert to give the information. So, it's kind of like, when you're a teen and your mum and dad are always saying you got to do this or you got to do that, and you're like, yeah, but then somebody else says, well, this is a great way to do that. You go, rightio, okay, I'll go and do it. So this is what the purpose of the three-way call is. It really gives the prospect another person's view, which is about, how great this company is and how great our products is, or the opportunity. And they also can close the call for you. I'm just gonna mute whoever's crunching on something. Give me a second, guys. Well, they've muted themselves. Nope, they haven't muted themselves. Yes, they have.
Galaxy J5 Pro.
Hey, still unmuted? Yep, thank you. Awesome, thanks, Rhodes. And so three-way calls, and this is all, and I often get people to even start a three-way call and a three-way message in a message first. And from there, my goal and mission is to get them out of that private message and straight onto a phone call with the person that introduced me to them. So that way, a lot of people like that messenger and feel that safety in there, or they're unsure how to ask for that person to get on a three-way call. It's really simple. Like, I love three-way calls. I use them all the time. I use them for all sorts of things. When the insurance people ring, I'll get my husband and put him on a three-way call. When you can practice how to use them and they're not weird and strange, they are such a powerful tool. So three-way calls, all you need to do is 3 of them, and then add into the check sheet who those calls were with. 2 Facebook Lives. Now, I know this scares the bejeebies out of so many people, and fair enough, it scared the bejeebies out of me too. And once you start doing them, you actually go, oh, that wasn't too bad. You can make it fun. Do a demo. Show a demo of you doing your nighttime routine. Show a demo of you taking your makeup off. Show a demo of anything. So it's not like you're feeling like you're standing there at the camera doing something strange. Do something where you're actually doing an activity. I like to keep it quite short, so you keep people all the way through your life. Make it fun, make it funny. I did a series that I don't do makeup, I don't do that sort of stuff, and I did a series on how to apply makeup, and I have no idea how to apply it, so it was quite hilarious. Like, have fun, have lots and lots of fun with them. Show your personality, just have a hoot. That's what it's about. So you could even have a draw. I saw one of our brand partners the other day. She did her first live, and she's so shy, like, it's amazing. And she got on there, and you would have never have known she was nervous, but she was nervous as anything. And she did a draw. So every month she does a draw for all of her customers. All of her customers, out of her NGB points, she does a draw for them where they win something like a set of hydrogels. And they love it. And it's such a great way for customer retention as well. But at the same time, she's done a live and she's showing people in her network what she's doing without really saying much about what she's doing. So Facebook Lives, they are a really fabulous tool. Now, the next is a real results party. All we need to do with this in the month is host one. That's all. And we're going to go and deep dive into that in a moment. So I'm going to leave that one alone for a second. And then this is the icing on the cake. This is the boom. So you go out all month, you fill in that form, you do the activity, you bring on a brand partner on 500 QV, you get extra tickets into the draw. So one brand partner on 500 QVs, 3 additional entries, and you can read the rest here. 2 is 6, 3 is 9, etc. So go out there and just go hard with the activity. Really sharpen the axe on how you're doing each of those activities. Those activities are our bread and butter of this business. When you can go out and all the time implement those activities, that they're the normal part of your business, you will absolutely grow an incredible business. And that is making sure you're also doing the 2 a day. So you have 10 in play, and that is 2 exposures a day. So you always have 10 exposures in the pot marinating together. I'm just going to unshare because I have the incredible Jojo, who I'm just going to unmute. So Jojo is, for you guys that don't know Jojo, she's a regional marketing director. She is absolutely smashing this business apart. And she is doing that purely because she's going out there and building real results parties with her team. She had a bumper month last month, a lot of new customers that have come into the business and new brand partners. And it's a really exciting time in the business when we have new people coming in and putting these products on their skin. Because as so many of you know, because I bet you a lot of you are here, where you tried these products, you put them on your face, put them on your body, you fell in love with them, and you went, right, I need to be a brand partner because I want to get my products for free and I want to get paid. So that's what Jojo is going out to do. So we're going to kind of like have a bit of a play on some questions. I'm going to ask Jojo some questions because she's really got some great information and I'm sure you're all going to love. So get your pens and papers out so you can take notes. So Jojo, I'm going to start with, what do you do to invite people to real results parties?
Hey, Rach. Sorry, I've just got to say we've got a brand new brand partner on. Her name is Heather. She's one of Julie's new brand partners. I had to give her a shout out before I forgot. So welcome to the team, Heather. And the question was, welcome. Hey, everyone. What do we do to invite? There's a definite skill in inviting people to these things because when you say party, I think we covered this on Saturday, but if we say party, unless it's an anniversary or a 60th or a 50th or a special event, when you say party, you're going to get that eye roll and people are going to think, oh no, it's one of those and I'll have to get my wallet out. So there's a definite skill in inviting people. So I try not to use the word party. I always, hey, we're having a get together, we're having a sundowner, we're going to catch up and have a few bevies and shoot the breeze, or I just try not to use the word party. I always, and most importantly, you've got to be authentic when you're inviting. It's got to be you. So my first RRP was a bit of a booze fest, and I think you guys had laughed about me this before, but I couldn't say RRP because everyone thinks recommended retail price. So I called it a sink and skin, sink some bevies and learn about some skin stuff. But all we really did was sink a lot of bevies. So it was a little bit of a catastrophe. We got lots of customers, but it was a long, protracted, drawn out event, and it didn't need to be. They need to be short and sharp. So inviting is just be excited, ask for some help, say, hey, I'd love to see your face. I've got a few of my favourite peeps coming around to check out this new project or this new amazing skincare I'm falling in love with. I'd love to see your face, or I'd love to have your bum on a seat, or I'd be really devoted if no one showed up. Can I at least count on you? Or however it is that you talk, guys, it's just, but being excited and when you're talking to them and inviting, and I always use the phone, they've got to hear that excitement in your voice. Oh my God, check this photo out. I've been using this amazing stuff for a couple of weeks. I'm going to have a bit of a sip and sample or whatever you want to call it. and just get them there. But most important, be authentic and be excited. Did that answer that question?
Yes, awesome. And I loved when you said on Saturday, come around and, I've got this really great stuff and let's have a play with it.
Yes.
That's it. It makes that's what we want to do anyway. We want our friends to come around so they can have a play with our new products, so they can see it, experience it, and feel it.
Yeah.
Or,
oh my God, I found this amazing stuff and it actually does what it says it does. So come on, let's go and have a bit of a play. Let's have some fun and drink some bevies or have a coffee if you're not a drinker.
That's exactly it. And it's just being, like what you said, it's being as normal as you are. You're talking to people normally. And the minute you start doing weird stuff, they go, oh, what's going on here? Awesome. Thanks, Jojo. So what do you say to people before the party to follow up to get them, to make sure that they're getting there?
If I'm having one for the team, I always get them to reach out the day before just to remind them, because people are always so darn busy. They are busy. Something would likely come up. I don't know, the kid falls over and breaks its arm, or the child falls over and breaks his or her arm. You've got to be communicating with them, because people do get busy and people forget. This world that we're in is so chaotic. And a reminder that they're coming either on the day, in the morning, or the night before. And I often ask them to bring something. Hey, my bad, I forgot to buy a bottle of juice for the non-drinkers. Would you be able to grab one on the way? Or can I count on you to come, because I'd be devastated if no one showed up. I'd be so embarrassed. Or would it be okay if you greeted people at the door, because I'll be faffing around like an old chook. If they want to help you, your friends want to help you. So if you give them a little job, a little task, or get them engaged, it sounds a little bit shady, but we know what we've got and we want to share it with them. So I think that's not being shady after all, but always reconnect with them on the day of or the day before your party, just to remind them that they're coming. Because honestly, if people don't have a Outlook calendar blasting and reminding them, or on their phone, they do forget. Life happens. So always follow up with them and just remind them how much fun it's going to be to catch up and shoot the breeze and play with some stuff. Just be excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, next question is, how do you get them to bring their friends as well?
Oh, okay. Well, we often offer a little, if you arrive on time, you get a ticket in the drawer to get a set of hydrogels. Please don't give away a bottle of Firm or a $120 bottle of night cream as you arrive early, or bring a mate present, because if they win it, which is often the case, they're not likely going to purchase. And we've had the occasion where someone was definitely interested in the Firm and the prize was Firm. She won the Firm, and guess what? She wasn't a customer. So I always say, arrive on time, you get a ticket. Bring a friend, you get two, or whatever. And just say, oh my God, if you can bring three, we've got this program called 3 You're Free. If you've got three mates that you reckon could use this skincare, we might be able to get yours for free. So we're just sowing that seed. But again, you've got to be authentic and be excited, and it's got to be fun. If it's a chore for you to do, people are going to feel that and sense that. So it's got to be exciting. You've got to be excited. And plus you're going to be catching up with some great mates, or meet some new ones. So just, that's
awesome.
It.
Okay. So next question, Jojo. What is the format that you run at an RRP? And what does the host have to do to set up and be ready?
Okay. So I always get a heads up. If I'm the expert or whoever, I always get a heads up on who's been invited and, a little bit of a background. I don't need their life story, but just so I understand which way to either promote the product or present the business. Because you've got to, you don't want to be talking about... you don't want to be talking about night cream if they're 12 or they're 18 and they're not really interested. You want to be talking about the EHT for their studies or their cleanser. I don't know. You need a bit of a heads up. The format is just really simple, guys, because fancy doesn't duplicate. And if you've just got it set up very simply, you don't want it fancy. If you've got all the bells and whistles, it's a chore for you to do. It's a pain in the butt. And for the people that come, it looks fancy, and they are thinking, I can guarantee you, they're thinking there's absolutely no way that I'll be able to do what she's doing. You want it to be as simple is good. Fancy doesn't duplicate, so the simpler the better. If it's an event, however, like a special event, we're having a welcome to spring event. It's a combined RRP, so it's all brand partners, and it's going to be a little bit special because it's a welcome spring. So you can sort of make that a little bit more fancy. But honestly, when it's your own RRP, simple is good. You don't have to have bowls and bling, and well, I have a bit of bling because I can't help myself because that's just how I roll, but that's authentically me. But just make it simple. Keep it simple, because they'll be thinking, oh, this is easy to do, I can do this. And that's what you want them to be thinking, because what we have is a gift. We've said it a million times, we want them to be able to see that it's available for them to do or can be done.
Yeah, awesome. And I went to a Real Results party in Brisbane a few weeks ago, and Sharon had normal photo size laminates. So I've seen most people have the big A4 laminates, but she had tons and tons of normal photo size laminates. She said she got them done at Kmart. It cost her next to nothing, and they looked fantastic. They all had a white border around them. They looked gorgeous. They were handable. They were manageable. So I thought that was a really fantastic thing that I saw at her RRP. And it was very simple. I rocked up with a laptop. I do the business opportunity that's in our back office all the time. I like doing that personally because I know I cover everything. I cover everything from A to B. But I also love that, you know, when we meet other people that come into our space in a Real Results party, like what Jojo said, you want them to be looking at you going, oh, I can do that. Like at that Real Result party that we were at, that I was at in Brisbane, the ladies, when I got up to speak, they nearly, to present it, they nearly died. They said, oh my gosh, I thought the other person was going to do it, because the other person had lippy on and makeup and all pretty. And I'm like, yeah, not quite, but I'll do a good job, I'm sure. And it was amazing. It was just amazing because, it's about delivering information and just showing people how anyone can do this, and we can just deliver the info and it goes from there. So, Jojo, now we've got the party set up and we've got the guests there where we're presenting and we're doing, we're sharing the products and opportunity. What do you do in closing that event, as well as asking for the sale?
Like you said, when I'm showing the product, I always watch for cues. Like if they're really interested, or they take extra interest, and we also have the before and afters laminated in the training guide or whatever there. Closing the sale, I always say, I know that you ladies want the whole lot, right? I know that you do. I can see by your faces, even if they don't. I'm not sure. If I was there, I'd want the whole darn lot. And like Wendy Hatton says, who's one of the US ladies, always tell them how much they're going to save, not how much they're going to spend. And always thank them for their time. Sorry, I should have said that. So always thank everyone for their time. Thank the hostess for her time. Thank you for being brave. All of that. And thank the ladies that are wanting to make a change on their skin. But closing the sale is really my job, or the expert's job to do. Sometimes I have a plant in the crowd, which again seems a little bit shady, but we know that the product flat out works, so we want them to try it. Once they try it, they're going to love it. So if I have a plant in the crowd, I can't believe I'm saying this publicly, you guys are all going to think I'm evil. But that lady will always be, oh, okay, so where do I get this stuff? And, we have a little brand partner application form set up, and, once one does it, that's all it takes. The rest will follow. I mean, that sounds shocking now, doesn't it? But in my defence, or in our defence, ladies, we know the stuff flat out works. We know there's a business opportunity attached to this whole thing that can potentially change people's lives, and does and is. So get over the feeling shady bit.
And share the products.
Judge,
what do you do? Because obviously the most important thing is that you want these RRPs to be a domino. You don't want to just do one. and that's it. You want it to domino from that party. And this is a craft. This is the most special craft that you want to learn when you're hosting RRPs or doing them for your team. Jojo, what do you do to make sure we get invite from the party?
Yes. Well, I'm not sure if I said it already, but at the very start, I always say, ladies, while we're showing you these products, I want you to be thinking, who do you know? Do you know 3 people that you might love one of these products? And I'll get them, make a mental note as we go through this little product range. We do it really quickly, guys. We do it in 5 or 10 minutes max. Have a think about who you know that may love to try this product. And at the end, we always book parties from parties. I said, okay, ladies, who got 3 names? And, you know, one lady said, I've got 9. I said, great. So would you be open to having one of these shows? We'll come and do the talking. You just invite the guests and let's take it. We always book a party from a party. We can't leave that RRP without getting bookings for parties because, as we know, they're our most important bit, or one of the most important business building activities. And you're getting the information and the products in front of multiple people. So you're getting multiple exposure, and it's just really giving a damn about your guests, following up with them all the time, and booking parties. Just party, 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 party. And it's so much fun. You put on a lot of weight. You drink a lot of wine, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay, final question is, what is your follow-up process after the party?
Okay, when they're ordering right there and then, we will make sure that we get before photos on my device and their device. Sometimes we forget, we're a bit naughty, because oftentimes they won't do it. So once they've ordered, we say, can you please let us know once your product arrives? It should be here in a few days. And we're going to send you the how to use videos. Even if we walked them through it there and then, they're not going to remember. You know, kids will be running around or something's going to happen. So they'll message us. If they don't message us in a week, we say, has your product arrived? Oh, yes, sorry, I forgot to message you. And well, here's the how-to videos. And please take some more before photos on your device so you don't think we're being shady and doing Photoshop stuff. But I don't let them leave that place without getting before photos on at least my device. And then I show them how to take photos. So, and then we ask, you know, in a couple of weeks, we don't hound them. We just, you know, how are you loving the products? What's going on? Don't forget to take day 14 pics or day 28 pics, and you just nurture them through that process, because our customers are our bread and butter, and our customers have friends, and, you know, the business grows when you've got a good referrals and you're taking care of your customers. Everyone loves good service. If you have poo service, you're not going to go back. So you really have to look after them and you know, be excited for them. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see your result, blah, 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 blah. You know, but you are excited because we are. So it comes back to being authentic, being excited, sharing the products and following up. And that's it. And don't be scared, because they're not all that. They're not as scary as you think they are. They shouldn't be anyway.
Awesome. So do you offer any incentives at any of your parties, or incentives to book a party, or is it just a part of the raffle and for fun? And
I try not to. Well, you know, the hostess will always get a free set of eye patch or something. If we do that, I don't know, maybe I should, but they're just excited to hear and get their friends around.
Yeah.
If anything, it would be eye patches, or I do have those little tiny, I've got some little cleanser and a sample. That would be it, because especially for new people, it's a cost to them if they're, you know, despite the Near and Gives Back, if you're brand new, you don't have a lot of product and you don't have a lot of, you know, you're not cashed up. So I try not to put that burden, you know, gifting people, especially if I'm an expert for someone else's party. I don't know, different strokes for different folks, whatever works. But until you've got that build up of Near and Gives Back points and, you know, you're earning your free product, it's not something that I want to really
awesome.
Make the team think. And also when we're having combined RRPs, team RRPs, I always make sure that the brand partners, if they're sending guests, make sure that the hostess isn't using her own product for the trials. You know, you can't expect them to do that either. So make sure you hit your hostess up with a box of patches for your guests or whatever. So I don't know. That's it.
That's awesome. Okay, everyone, can you please give Jojo some super love in the comments? It's really great to hear how people are successfully building in real results parties, and she certainly is doing that over in WA. So thanks so much, Jojo. Love your work. Everybody else, we're 10 minutes over, so thank you so much for your time tonight. It's great to see everyone. Go out there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 it. High activity. The more high activity you can do, the better. Are you putting your hand up, Marie, or are you waving goodbye? No?
No, I just put my hand up.
Hand up. You've got a question or?
No.
Okay. She's waving. Marie did her first Facebook Live today, guys. Put some love in the thread there. Like, it's scary, and it's not scary. Marie, it's not scary once you do it, is it?
No, next one will be fine.
Bring it on. Jojo, thanks heaps. Everybody else, go out and have a great week. We'll see you next week. Be amazing. If you know anybody in Cairns, send me a message. I'll get you those links. Would love to see them and love to share with them on Wednesday and Friday about EHT. Have an incredible day.